Peace, and black power to the family. Today my topic will be on polygamy. I'm gonna talk about polygamy, man. Polygamy, to me, there's nothing wrong with it. We just don't put it into practice. We don't put it into practice we don't put it into practice enough to make it seem like it's something we doing right. And to me, monogamy is not natural. Monogamy is not natural at all. You can't find nothing on the planet Earth that practice monogamy. You know what I'm saying? The animals, insects, plants, all creation, to me, practice polygamy. Because there's too many people on this earth. There's too many people on this earth just to be with one person forever. I mean, to me, it's impossible to be with one person forever. I mean, you can be with one person forever, but to say you would never step outside that one person, it's impossible. That's why you got so many people that's cheating today. It took my damn spot. That's why you got so many people that's cheating today. Now, if you can just be with one person forever, then you should never have a breakup. You should still be with that one person that you was with. You should not ever have no breakup if monogamy actually fucking work. You know what I'm saying? If monogamy actually fucking work, then why is everybody going through the breakup shit? You know what I'm saying? If monogamy actually work, you should not be in multiple relationships. I gotta turn my heat on, y'all, so hopefully it don't get too loud. Yeah, if you say monogamy works, then you should not be in multiple relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta go through multiple relationships in order to find that one right person that you're looking for. But how can all these people be on this earth and you only subject to one person? Is you fucking serious? Like, who the fuck made these rules up? Who the fuck made these rules up to relationships? Or do people just go off of emotions? If somebody did something that make you sad, then you wrong. So basically, that's how the rules go. If you did something that pissed me off, motherfucker, you wrong. And that's basically how the rules go. But who to say this is the rule, the standard rule for every relationship? Because every relationship is different. Everybody is different. Everybody was raised up different. So you can't apply the same rules in relationship in every rule. I mean, you can't apply the same rule to every relationship, man. You can't. Because you're gonna start having problems. People are raised different. You know, we all not raised up the same way. And then, if monogamy don't work, then we need to take that bullshit out. Because if you had 1,000 cars, if 1,000 Corvettes had just came out, and only 100 of those Corvettes work, would you say that's a good car to go buy? Or would you say, you know what, I'm not even about to buy a Corvette, because out of all the ones that they brought out, only 100 of them really work. So that's not a good car to fucking go buy. So if monogamy is not fucking working, then we need to take this shit out. We need to go back and study nature, man. Look at the birds and the bees. Remember, that's what they called it. They called it the birds and the bees. That's what they called sex when I was coming up. They called it the birds and the bees. And how do the birds and the bees produce? Polygamy. Don't nobody use monogamy but us, but it's a reason why monogamy was put in place. You gotta understand that. Monogamy is not for black people. They forced monogamy on us because black people was producing at a fast fucking rate. That's why they put monogamy. They had to slow that bullshit down. Because black people produce fast and strong. So, you know, when I try to get into a relationship, you know, I try to be honest as I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of women, they not used to a guy like me. Because they want a real nigga, but at the end of the day, they can't handle a real nigga. Because some people can't deal with reality. If she can't deal with reality, you're going to have to take it slow with her. You know what I'm saying? And don't argue with her. Do not argue with her, because that's going to make the relationship turn sour. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to scare her away. You don't want to run her away when you're trying to, you know, introduce polygamy to her. Because when I try to talk to somebody about polygamy, if you can't handle the conversation, then I'm not gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna just end it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to argue or debate this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how I start off trying to introduce somebody to polygamy. I would make common sense about it. Like, do you really think you're gonna be with me forever? I mean, without stepping outside the relationship? That's too goddamn impossible, because things change. Things change. And soon as shit change, motherfuckers is up and out. Pew, I'm gone. You gonna break up with that motherfucker and get with the next motherfucker. That's what's gonna happen. But my thing is this. What's the difference of being with multiple people versus being in multiple relationships? Because it's the same goddamn thing. You just do it one person at a time. That's all that shit is. To me, and my theory is everybody really practice polygamy, because if you cheating on your spouse, that's polygamy. You just lie. You just had your shit. You know what I'm saying? You lie about your shit. You ain't honest about your shit. You see what I'm saying? So everybody actually practice polygamy without even knowledge, with no knowledge about it. Because if you cheating, that's a form of polygamy, because that's more than you dealing with more than one person. You just a liar and a cheater. You know what I'm saying? So I like to be honest, because I don't want no woman to try to hold me to something I lied about 5 to 10 years later. Because see, I started noticing the pattern with my relationships. I was about a 5-year type of relationship guy. After 5 years, my shit started going down south. My shit started turning sour. After 5 years was up, motherfuckers was basically calling it quits. You know, so I ain't never been in a relationship more than 5 years, but their excuse was always, I got other women. Now, sometimes they might have been telling the truth, but sometimes your ass didn't really know. You just had a good idea that I had other female, because, you know, you looking at my phone, you know, well, I don't know if they was going through my phone, but You know, you can see my phone ringing or somebody texting my ass, you know, that light going off, or, you know what I'm saying, or that motherfucker ringing or something. So, that's when I started thinking. I said, you know what? It's just like a job, you know. Like, after a job is done with your ass, they purposely set you up to get fucking fired. I said, this is what these women got to be doing to me. They got to be purposely, when the time is up and they ready to move on, they like, you know what, I got to find a way out this relationship. And they had a good damn reason, like, oh, you got another woman. But that don't necessarily mean that's what everybody break up about. Some people break up about financial problems, you know what I'm saying, or just anything, how you was raised, nigga. You beat my ass, nigga. I don't wanna fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? So cheating ain't always the case, but they use that as an excuse. You see what I'm saying? So, but you gotta, the key to polygamy is being honest with yourself first. You gotta be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, if you're not dealing with this reality in a proper type of way, then you're gonna create chaos in your relationship. You're gonna create some shit that you really don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And my problem was this: I was always staying with a woman. That was my next problem. Cause once a woman tired of your ass is up and out. And guess what? You gotta start all over. You gotta call motherfucker. You probably end up gotta go to the goddamn shelter. You know what I'm saying? So now I got my own house. I'm holding the power this goddamn time. But see, I'm not gonna act like how the women was doing me. I'm not gonna do that. See, my aim is to empower the woman. That's my aim. If you stay with me, I'm trying to uplift you. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to empower you. Put all your money up, save it up, or whatever you do, stack your bread, and go buy you a goddamn house. Go buy you a house, or go do whatever you know you was doing. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm here to empower. Cause once I help you get a house, goddamn it, I'm coming to shit, stay with your ass, and I'm gonna rent my goddamn house, let me buy another house. Now I'm gonna help you buy another one and keep it going. You see what I'm saying? Now we got some real estate. So just because you know, I practice polygamy, that don't mean, you know, we can't boss up. That don't mean we can't boss up. Cause I be telling women, I'm like, look, you know, don't really put your emotions into this, because you're going to get something out this relationship. So, you know, kind of push some of those feelings to a side, because I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be the only woman that I deal with. You're not going to be the only woman. And you know how I know that? Because I'm honest with myself. Because I know how I'm set up. Every man, now how this work? Every fucking man's dream is to have more than one woman. I'm not gonna even say threesome. I'm gonna just say more than one woman. That's every man's dream. Now, how the fuck did that happen? How the fuck, who set that up? Who set that up in every man? I don't even deal with religion, so don't even come at me with that religious shit. Please don't come at me with that religious shit, because I'm not being religious over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking that Jesus talk, that Muhammad talk, that Moses. I'm not talking about this. I'm just talking about man and woman relationship, because we got to get back on track. The black man and woman got to get back on track, man. Somebody is throwing us off our grid. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to go back to polygamy, because polygamy, numbers hold power. It's power in numbers. So this is why we got to get back in polygamy, because the white man understand that polygamy is powerful. They know this. Cause anytime you see a man more than one woman, you like, damn, what the fuck is he doing? He got some type of power, some kind of magic. You see what I'm saying? And coming from a man, that's how we look at the next man, as being powerful. Like, that's how I want to be. I want to be that nigga. Cause how the fuck is he keeping his shit together with 2 or more women? Shit, it's hard for me to keep it good with 1 woman, let alone 2 or 3. I'll be like, shit, I'm trying to find out what that nigga doing. Shit, you don't understand me? So, polygamy, you know, I can't talk about it all in this one video, so I'm just gonna hit a few key points, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not used to talking to myself. When I'm, you know, talking to somebody, I can really vibe better, you know what I'm saying? But because me talking to the phone or to the camera, like just talking to myself, you know what I'm saying? Plus, this ain't even live, you know, where I gotta chat. You know, I ain't got that far ahead yet, you know what I'm saying? I just be doing this just to get shit off my chest and just to be bullshitting around, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm doing right now. I'm just bullshitting around just to see what this shit might do, you know what I'm saying? And I can go back and reference it. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? This is what polygamy is all about, you know what I'm saying? I love to hear women talking about it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get more men to talk about it. But going back to being honest with yourself, you got to be honest with yourself first. Because every man know how we set up. We love to have more than 1 woman. But how do we deal with that? How do we get 2 women in the same relationship? Now, I'm still working on it my damn self, because a lot of women out here are programmed. They not thinking on their own. Somebody else it put the thinking cap on their head. So they not thinking on their own. So that's why I talk to women. I take steps with them. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking to them, I'm actually asking them to be honest and be real with themselves. You see what I'm saying? You can, once a woman tell me they gonna be with me forever, I'm like, you lying. You lying. Then you got people who be like, well, my grandma did it. Okay, they might have been together forever. But do you think they never cheated? Out of 50 years, I'm gonna just say 50, because that's a long goddamn time for somebody to be together and never step outside, never cheated. That's a goddamn lie. Not in the 50 years, because you know how many changes they motherfuckers done went through. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you ain't doing this. Bitch, you ain't doing that. Or nigga, you ain't doing this. Nigga, you ain't doing that. But another motherfucker will. Whatever one person don't do, another person will. So this is why people break up and be in multiple relationships. See what I'm saying? But what's the difference of being in multiple relationships versus being in a polygamy relationship? You might as well take all them multiple relationships and put it all together. You were just doing it one person at a time. That's all that shit was. Cause what's the difference? Shit, God keep going out and talking and shit. And it's cold as hell out here. But yeah, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I just wanted to touch on polygamy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To me, polygamy is the key of making these relationships work, because with polygamy, it's too much pain in polygamy. I mean, not polygamy, monogamy. It's too much pain in monogamy. I mean, not saying that you ain't gonna have no pain in polygamy, but it's more happiness. It's all about what you can deal with. But in polygamy, it's more happiness, it's more honesty, and it's more money. With monogamy, it's more pain, it's more pain, it's lying and cheating and deceitful. You see what I'm saying? Then you come to find out, like, damn, I've been with this motherfucker all this time. Come to find out this nigga a crackhead. See? Come to find out, this nigga got a wife. How the fuck you be with somebody more than 5 years and didn't know they had a goddamn wife? That's your fault. But, you know, it be like that. So, but I ain't gonna talk too long. I'm gonna go back, look at this shit, see the shit that I left out, come back, and I'm gonna speak on it again. So stay tuned. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this, and like I said, I'm just throwing this shit out there. So peace, black power to the family. Much love.